Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Debbie. We met on Bump, a super great community, and I'm really happy to meet yet another wonderful person from that community. So, with that, Debbie, please introduce yourself and tell everyone what is it that you do, how you shed your light in the world.
Oh, I love that question. And thank you, Melanie, for inviting me to this interview and to your community. So, yeah, my name is Debbie Prediger. I live in Alberta, Canada, in a really small community. And I only tell people that because I want people to understand where you live is not your constraint to who you reach. It's really important for me I have a global audience, a global network, a community of heart-centered entrepreneurs just like yourself. And I absolutely love and find it fun to play the game of who will I meet today and where will they be from. So it was really exciting for me when I seen that you were from Vancouver because I'm like, oh, another Canadian. A lot of times I don't get even that. Because my reach is far. But who I serve is heart-centered entrepreneurs with a message, with a mission, with a purpose and a calling, whether they recognize it yet or they're still in that discovery stage, but there is that pull. That's that thing that it's like, I just got to share this message. And so then I help them share that message, whether it's speaking on stages or writing in a book or building a retreat or an online course. I always tell people I never want you to be the best kept secret. Something you went through and figured out the solution to or the easy path through it, somebody else is praying for those answers.
Mm, that's beautiful. What got you started in that?
Well, it's a long, long journey, so I'll take you to the last piece of it. The last piece of it is I met Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins in the Knowledge Broker Blueprint. And I had no idea what that was, but I sat down and I listened, and it was taking somebody else's knowledge from their head, their wisdom, and turning it into something. Now, back then it was speaking on stages. I did not want to be a speaker. I did not want to do that. But I've always been a storyteller. I've been a journalist. I've wanted people to, hear somebody else's stories. I want to document it as a photographer. I always wanted to capture it. So that part really spoke to me. But when I got into this world, that's when the rest of it unfolded. I was a computer technician. I owned 3 computer stores. I knew how tech worked. So a lot of people, when the world shut down and we weren't standing on stages sharing our stories anymore, it was
Mm,
online. I needed to help people get out there and get their knowledge online so they could reach the people they were meant to reach. Building communities has always been super important to me. Again, from a small town, we volunteer, we build communities. That's what we do. And then the last part of it was I was a nurse for many, many years, and the healing journey that people are on, and they might think that healing comes in this form, pills or such and such. And my own health journey got me to a place to know that there is so much more than physical pain. There is emotional pain, there is spiritual pain. And
mhm,
because of all of those, I'm helping these heart centered entrepreneurs get out of their own way, to see the gap between what they say they want to do and the action they're taking. There's something in the middle of that that's probably a subconscious belief helping you
mhm.
stay safe, helping you stay out of the pain. But we need to look at the bully in the room and release it so that we can move forward and be at our highest potential.
That's beautiful. I love that. Tell us more a little bit about how you help people.
So again, at the beginning of this, I got certified in aroma freedom technique, which is using essential oils to unlock the limbic system and help you get out of that fight or flight. I thought that was my journey when I started down this road of extracting people's knowledge and wisdom. I was already teaching courses and programs in person, and I wanted to be able to reach more people and not have them have to drive to me or me drive to them. So
Right.
I started building out a complete program. And then when I realized is that it was bigger than this. It was about leading the leaders. It was about extracting the knowledge from even more people and putting it into a bigger community. And so the that's where the path kind of switched is I still do
Mm.
that. I still help people with these what I call my signature sessions,
Yeah.
but when you need them, or if you're in my mentorship program, I don't go out and just sell a massage or a Reiki or a aroma freedom session. It's part of my package and my coaching because it's part of the mindset. It's part of the reset and the reshifting. And whenever somebody invites me to speak about essential oils, I love to do that too because I geek out on that. But that's not my brand. That's not who, that's just a piece of it. Just like your pen is a
Mm.
piece of your toolbox, that's a piece of my toolbox. So, right now, what I'm doing is I am building out programs that help the mentors, the way showers, the leaders of leaders, the thought leaders, the catalysts, all of these people that are really showing up right now. And I help them be seen. I help them be visible. I help them with their branding. I help them with their message. I help them with their platforms. I help get them on stages. I've had the opportunity to speak on stages that, or with the giants that I thought were my mentors, and now I get
Mm.
to be with them. And I want that for each and every person because if it's possible for me in a small town, it's possible for anybody. And as I spoke earlier, I'll just come back to that, is that I told you that I never wanted to be a speaker. In fact, it was one of my biggest fears. If somebody said, to speak, I'd be putting my hand underneath my butt, sitting down like this, put my head down and thinking, please do not ask me, please. Like I'll cry. I just can't.
Oh.
But what the difference between all that is that this isn't about me. It's about my audience. It's about the people that are needing or praying. I've been on the other side of that where I was praying for somebody to come with the answers, to bring the solution. And that's what I want everybody to remember. There's somebody out there praying for you. When you're in that energy as an entrepreneur and you're like, I just need that one client, that client needs you. Shift the energy, be
Mm.
of service. That client is praying for you. Find her.
That's beautiful. I love that. I think that should be like a computer background a reminder, so people don't forget. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. What other offering are you making? What would you like to share with everyone watching?
Well, one of the things that well, two things. You get me down this thing today, so I don't know, if this is going to be live or if this is a recording, but once a month we do connect calls. And it's a free call in my community. The community that I have is called Be Extraordinary Women's Network, and it's about celebrating and highlighting extraordinary women making extraordinary moves across the
Mhm.
globe. You do not need to be an entrepreneur, you just need to be a woman. Because what I recognized after building all of this is there's so many extraordinary women that don't consider themselves a leader, but they are the go-to person in their community. They're the pillar of the community. They volunteer, they share, they're always there for others, and they're extraordinary. And I want to hear their stories. So I created this group in January, and because we're always looking for more extraordinary women to join that community, I started this connect call once a month, and it's
I
free
love that
to
so much.
anybody because I believe the world's looking for connection now more than ever. Connection to yourself, connection to others that feel and think the same way as you. And because of that, you become reconnected to your mission and your purpose. So, this is happening today, but it's usually happening once a month. So, get in my community. The other offer that I have coming up is on Thursday. Um, a branding expert and myself are speaking about all things branding, clarity on who you are, what's your purpose, what's your messaging, how to be congruent across all your platforms, even if you're multi passionate. What I
Mm.
find about most heart-centered entrepreneurs, they want to help everyone, and they are multi-passionate in their offers and in how they can help. And so what we are doing is we've actually been doing some free sessions for over a month. And this is the grand finale where we've picked two people that have been watching us live, and they get to sit in the hot seat. And we are doing a branding audit across their platform, and then a clarity audit of, do you really know who you're serving? And is it niche down enough to really anchor in that if you had 100 of these women in your room, that you wouldn't even have to prepare. You would absolutely know what to say to them because they're your ideal audience. So that's two things that are happening right now. And then we have a 12-week program that we run for our leadership momentum accelerators. I have these two different groups. And as you see, I'm pointing, my Shine Circle just opened up, and that is a membership, a very low cost membership for people that are looking to shine their unique light. The Shine Circle is a framework that I use called Shine, and it is about self-discovery, healing, intuition, nourishing your soul, and empowerment. And that is why it's called Shine.
That's so beautiful. I love the idea of celebrating these women into these work. And today, I mean, that's great. If anybody can join, we'll make sure the link is available for everybody who wants to hop on last minute.
Yeah.
I think that's so beautiful. And then your branding, marketing experience obviously is really valuable. You know, I've heard so much about branding, obviously being on this path that I've been on for a year and a half. And I always kind of thought, okay, this is all very interesting. But actually, I realized on Saturday, I went to the lake with a friend, and it was the first time that she was like, "So what do you do?" She's like, "I'm so confused." So I was like, "Oh, that's what they're talking about." After all these,
You couldn't have said it better. I love
right?
that.
It was like after all these conversations with all these experts, I'm like, this is really interesting. I don't know what any of this means. And then she goes, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. That's what they're talking about." So yeah, so that was a funny experience. And then I love the idea that you're doing with the Shine Circle. That's so beautiful. I love all of that. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'll tell you just a little twist that we have to the Shine Circle as well, because I mentor entrepreneurs at different stages of their journey, right? And one of the things that I do is I take those mentors and they mentor inside of the Shine Circle. So I mentor them to help them with their mission, their purpose, their branding, their different things, how to show up, how to claim your spot, how to build authority, how to be credible. And then I invite them to be mentors inside of the Shine Circle. So we just jumped off a call of a wellness expert that really what she's doing is once a month doing health and wellness myth busting. She's calling out the BS stories of what's
So
going on
fun,
there and showing what she knows and science knows to be true. These are
right?
the small conversations that really add up to big things. And so everything that I do is about community connection and collaboration. I believe in collaborative leadership. And this is why the group that we join together, how we know each other and why we know so many amazing people really stood out to me. Is it's
Mhm.
about sharing messages. It's about how can we help each other? How can we continue to link arms so that we can even reach a bigger audience and make a bigger impact, really is what it is about.
Totally. Oh, I love that. I wish I was there in person so I could give you a big hug. I love everything that you're doing and how you're really creating beautiful communities. And the world definitely needs a lot more of that. Um, we'll definitely have to put all your links in the comments. It's easy for people to find all of this information. I always ask one question to everyone: what is one conscious love to you? So what comes to mind when you hear that question?
What comes to mind is unity. one conscious love really tells me that well, I get body chills as I say this, but I believe that back in the time when things were not going so great for me, I had a choice. I could focus on love or I could focus on fear. And I believe that love is such a powerful force and that we are all love. And that when we claim our spot as unconditional love and allow that to shine so brightly from us, becomes this unity of oneness. And so me and you are connected, and as well as all the people that I mentioned that I mentor across the globe. And that's why I find it so fun to say, who am I going to meet today? And where in the world are they at? And who do they know? And we just continue to build out this huge network of conscious love bringers.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Debbie. Anything else you want to share with everyone watching?
Go shine your unique light. I promise you that somebody's looking for it, and the shinier you become, more easy it is for them to find you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I know we're going to see a lot more of you on the One Conscious Love Network because boy, your energy, everything about you is wonderful. And so I look forward to having you again. Thank you so much for being here today and your time.
Thank you. It's been just a privilege, and I can't wait to meet even more people in your community.
Thanks everyone for watching, and make sure to reach out to Debbie, make a new friend, and shine the light. I love it. Start shining. Here we go.